that area, you've selected an Indian standard angle section, keeping in mind, or you've selected based on an area which is greater than this value. I've got it as 100 ISA 100 by 100 by 12 mm. After that, the step is same. For this, you will write down what is the sectional area, whatever you do, 22.59. Then you will write down what is your value of your gamma xx, gamma yy. Now, please note, okay, please note, now it is a single ISA section what you have. Whenever you have single ISA section, what I said, for single ISA sections, always you will have four values. That is, you will have gamma xx, gamma yy, gamma uu, and gamma vv. Suppose it was double ISA angle, you will have just gamma xx and gamma yy. But whenever you have single ISA angle sections in your steel table, you will have four values. So don't forget that under your radius of gyration column, for that single ISA angle, you have to write down the four values. That is gamma xx, gamma yy, gamma uu, and gamma vv. Okay, so what is going to be your gamma xx is gamma xx is 3.03 centimeter. Your gamma yy is 3.03 centimeter. Your gamma uu is 3.82 centimeter, and gamma vv is going to be 1.94 centimeter. Okay, now just convert everything to mm, or out of this just select the least value and then convert it in terms of mm. So out of 3.03, 3.82 and 1.95, your least value is 1.95. It is just enough if you convert this into your mm, because it's the only value we require. So your gamma minimum is going to be your gamma BV value. In terms of mm, it is going to be 19.4 mm. So after you get your gamma minimum, your effective length you can find out. Okay, why you can find out your effective length? Now they've given in your question, they're asking you to use bolts. Okay, so they're asking you to use M20 property plus 5.6 bolts. So whenever they give that, you have to use your bolted condition, and always you have to use more than one bolt. Okay, so you have to always use the condition greater than one bolt. So whenever you use the condition greater than one bolt, the formula becomes L effective is equal to 0.85 times your L. So 0.85 into the length is going to be 2.5. So that will be equal to 2.125 in terms of mm. So then you can find out your slenderness ratio as L effective divided by gamma minimum. So 2125 divided by 19.4 will give you 109.53 as your slenderness ratio. Remaining steps are same. You'll find out your slenderness ratio. Then what you will do, you will always refer to your table number 9C. Now your slenderness ratio 109.53 will lie between 100 and 110. Okay, so for 100 and under your column Fy equal to 250. Okay, and here what will you take? This is always your slenderness ratio column what you have. For 100 you will write down what is your FCD value. You will have it as 107. For 110 it will be 94.6. For 109 please interpolate. Whatever value you get, it is going to be your FCD value. You will get it as 95.2 Newton per mm square. Once you know FCD, you can find out your compressive strength. PD is equal to AE into FCD. So area you have got, the first step itself you have written for ISA 100 into 100 into this thing. So it is 2259 into FCD, you have got it as 95.2. So your design compressive strength is 215.05 kilo Newton. So this is your, what is it? Compressive strength of the member which you get. Okay, so your compressive strength of the member is now 2125. So here what you have to do after you get your design compressive strength, if you want you can redesign. Okay, if you want you can redesign. If you find that this much compressive strength of the member is not enough based on the loading that is coming, you know this is not enough. Why this is not enough, that I'll do in tomorrow's class. So why is this not enough? Because you know in the question what is the load that you have got. You have got the load is equal to what is the total factored load you have got. The total factored load you have got is 225. Okay, you've got the factored load as 225 kilonewton, or this much amount of load is actually coming on my angle section. But here once I design the section, what is it I'm getting? Design compressive load as 215. Now 215 is less than 225 kilonewton, or the load carrying capacity of the member what I've chosen is just 215.05, but actual load coming is 225. So what happens? This section becomes unsafe. So whenever it becomes unsafe, you need to redesign. How will you redesign? By taking a greater ISA angle section. Now, instead of taking 100 into 100 into 12 mm, now I'll just try to choose an area slightly greater than this. That we'll see in tomorrow's class. Okay, I think there is a lot of disturbance. I think yesterday's notes also I didn't send. Today's and yesterday's I will just send it now as a single PDF. And there is a continuation of this, which is your redesign. I'll just try to do it in tomorrow's class. We'll end the session. Okay, thank you.